Hi, I'm Lori from Lori B. Pottery here in Napa, California. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome back. If this is not your first time here. And so I am glad you're here. I have a really fun, exciting kiln load today. I have peeked because I have the kiln open because I thought it would cool down a little bit. It is right now at 146 degrees. I've got a big wavy bowl on top. I have another wavy bowl refire below that I don't think you've seen at all. And I have a glazed roulette bowl that I was challenged by on my last, and for my first and my last, not my last, but the most recent, I will say, my first school call, which was really fun. So I asked for a glazed roulette because everybody looks like they're having so much fun with the glazed roulette. I wanted to do it. When I open it, I'll let you know what they are. So let's do it. Here we are. And I think it'll be okay. This is a cone 6. So as I said in my last kiln unload, and from what I believe to be true, Gwen, what are your thoughts? Gwen knows these things. That if it's bent, this is a self-supporting 6. If it's bent at all, it's still a cone 6. It's either a cone 6 or a very good 5. So it's one of those, and I'm going to take it. So I will start off with this beautiful thing. Okay, we got no cracks. This is on B mixed with speckles. It's so pretty, and it's so funny because where there isn't glaze, it always has, like, you can't see it on camera, I don't think, but it always has little speckles. By the way, you will see that in a bit, we'll show it, I'll show it. I decided to kiln wash all of my advancer shelves. This is, well, you'll see in a second. So it's a special formula. It's basically 50%, what is it called? Alumina hydrate, is that what it's called? Is it called alumina hydrate? Yes. 50% alumina hydrate, 25% EPK, is it EPK? I think so, and 25% Glomax, which is like a calcinated something. Anyways, it's something like that. It's a little different than your normal kiln wash. I kiln washed all of my advancer shelves, 2 halves, 1 whole. And I know I keep talking about it because my kiln post keeps sticking to my advancer shelves. I kiln washed every single kiln post that I have. So we'll see how it all works. This, of course, is, oh God, I love it so much. I love peppered plum. I just love it. I always love it so much. 2 coats of peppered plum by Mako. And this gloriousness is Pumpernickel by Pottery Supply House. And oh God, it's beautiful. That's all it is, 3 coats. And then when you see, this is where it just overlapped a bit. And it's really pretty, isn't it? So this is a placemat that I have used many times before from Temu. Sorry about that. I think that just bumped right on my microphone, so I apologize. I'll try to lower that when I'm editing. So a nice little wavy bowl. And I have a few of these fin trays, 16600 charcuterie trays. This is done with a texture roller that I made from Maker's World on my 3D printer. And this is fog. This is Amico fog, 2 coats. I believe 1 coat is pure fog and 1 coat might be mixed with a little bit of mixing clear. Yeah, they wanted some simple ones. I don't do a lot of simple, but there you go. Okay, I am really looking forward. So those of you, I talked last time how I'm putting these underneath instead of alumina hydrate, and this one broke, but that's okay. These are by Sandbow, and these are, I guess they're called kiln rods. Here they are. They're called kiln rods. Yeah, they're kind of cool. I think I used it again below, so there might be more of them. Okay, so this is... Okay, I have some tradesies here, and for those of you who don't know what tradesies are, Baltimore, which is coming up. It's coming up. It's in March. It's not really coming up, but you know, it's getting closer. We're almost there. So people, I'm looking at my my roulette. So when you go to NCECA, it's the NCECA National Education of Ceramic Association, I think. Anyways, if you're not going, go. It's the biggest clay conference that there is in the United States. Yeah, I don't know about in other parts of the world, but I know in the United States it's big. They have it every year. They change coast. So it's in Baltimore this coming up year in 2027. It was it in Detroit? I think it was in Detroit. And then before it was in Utah. So we don't know. Hopefully it'll be closer in 2028. Anyways, people make little things to trade. And you make like, I don't know, 50, 100, a lot of them. And people just trade them. And so they're called tradesies. And I've been making my tradesies. So I'm not going to show you these, but I will tell you that I like them. So I'm going to stop the camera for a moment and then I'll come back. But yeah, these turned out really nice. I'm gonna make more. Maybe I don't need to turn the camera off. Maybe I was able to sneak that by, but I am loving these. Yeah. I have a few different versions of it because I'm kind of testing it to see which ones I like. Okay. This is my glazed roulette bowl. I'm not sure what that is, but it's covered. And this might be my ice cream bowl too. So 2 school things at once. This is on Be Mixed with Speckles. Beautiful. Okay, I did 2 coats of alabaster. Actually, I did alabaster inside and out. So alabaster, I didn't write down who gave me the challenges they picked. They just picked numbers and shelves. And so the first one was alabaster. The next one was Smoky Merlot. So I have alabaster, Smoky Merlot, lavender mist, and cheetah. So alabaster on the outside. You see where the cheetah is. Cheetah came last. I did Smoky Merlot all on the inside. And then I covered it with lavender mist. So I did it in some blobs. I believe I took a picture, so you'll see it right here. So alabaster, Smoky Merlot everywhere, little dabs and bobs of lavender mist. And then I took cheetah, jungle gem, I put it all on the rim, and then I put it like halfway down on the inside. I think that turned out quite nice. Not glazes I would have picked. That's what makes the roulette so much fun. Yeah, and I think this will be my ice cream bowl. So, yeah. I'll be eating ice cream. It's the perfect size for ice cream. Okay, this was a refire. And it did not work. So it was blistered. I think I showed this in my last kiln unload. Yeah. I might give it one more go. It happened once before. I had some blistering. While I was at it, I didn't like that harsh line, so I put a little, what did I put? I don't know. I don't even know if I wrote it down. I put some kind of flux just to kind of make it a little bit better. But it's totally blistered. But that happened once before, and I put it in the kiln twice. I refired it twice, and sure enough, the second time they went away. So we'll see. I might throw it in one more time. Other than that, I'm not going to do much. Maybe I'll Dremel it. What do you guys think? Okay. Well, this was an experiment. This is night moth. 2 coats of night moth in the middle. I used a silk screen to put 16600. I usually do like a little medallion. But I thought, oh, I'm just going to try something new. I did a little silk screen, And then I also outlined it in designer liner. What is a fail, it's pretty much a fail. I took some Amico smugs, but this was before I figured out that you need to wet them. My Amico's, Frankie, she's over here. My Amico smugs were hard as a rock. So I was taking the brush and scrubbing it, and I didn't get much color. But you know, it's kind of cool. So then I Googled, said, my Amico smugs are hard as a rock. And I learned that no, you need to put some drops of water, let it sit for a while. And then I did another mug, and I believe it's still on the shelf. It hasn't been it's not in this kiln mode. But yeah, it showed a lot more color. So anyways, it's kind of cool. Very simple. Okay. I'm going to show you the advancer shelves in a minute because I think they're really cool. I've got a 16600, another 16600. This one, I don't know. I think it's Glacier, actually. I'm positive it's Glacier. Kind of covered up the texture. You could see it a little bit. I have some musical notes there. Yeah, pretty much covered, but it's really pretty. And this is on the B-Mix with speckles. And you just get a whole different, is this one on B-Mix? Yeah. The B-Mix with speckles. So pretty. It's very different. So I think they'll be happy with that. So there we've got 2 more. I think I might have more. Okay, so you'll see I just covered these in every single kiln post I own is covered in kiln wash. By the way, I filmed myself making the kiln wash and doing some of the work. I'm going to do a little montage of kind of behind the scenes or a day in the studio, or I don't know, I'm going to do something fun with that. So that is in the works. It has been filmed. Now it just needs to be edited. Okay, so this is weird. I'm going to show you. Let's see, are there any sticking? No. But this is what it looks like. So kind of weird. But apparently B-Mix and any kind of porcelain, when I use dragon fruit or porcelainous clay body like B-Mix, the advancer shelves don't like it. So, by the way, these shelves are a little bit hot. So I just thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. Some people say it's a really good idea. I figure it can't be a bad idea. What have I got to... Oh, wait a minute. No, I might have had a sticky... I might have had a sticky... Oh, this is getting hotter as we're going further. Okay, this is a success. This was a refire. I showed this, I think, a couple of kiln loads ago. I had made this a 16600, but the glaze I put on, which I believe was micro pearl, or it was either micro pearl or moonstone, moon river, I think, had covered up the 16600. So I refired it, which you probably did. I don't know if you saw that. I did refire it. This is on speckled buff, and it didn't work. So I refired it twice. And this is just sea spray and micro pearl. It's micro pearl. That's what it is. Pretty sure. Really pretty. Sea spray by Opulence. So that turned out nice. So that is perfectly good. And then we do have our last tray, 16600. And again, what did I? Huh. Oh. Yeah, kind of a shame. I mean, it's pretty. Okay, this is done with, again, a silk screen. And I made the silk screen on my Cricut, and I used heat transfer vinyl and organza that I bought from Amazon. You can use like cheap sheer drapes. I learned this from Kathy Skaggs. Actually, I'll put a link for her. What I did is I did a technique using my slip chalk. So I took a stencil Like you could see little green, you could see those little green dots. You just can't really see the design. It looked much prettier before it was glazed, but it's nice. I actually like it. But I took some slip chalk and I took a stencil, and I have a video about this that I did about slip chalk, and it made a really cool design, but it burnt out. It didn't really show up. The red burnt out. I think I did some red, but the green turned out kind of nice. So yeah, actually I'm quite happy with that. Even though it's not what I expected, but actually it's kind of nice. It's cool. Okay, I know I have a wavy bowl down here. That might be the last of it. You know, when you have these big wavy bowls, you don't get a lot in the kiln, you know, because it's not that big of a kiln. It is, how big is my kiln? 21 inches wide and 18 inches tall. So, I mean, it's a good medium. Okay, we're gonna see if the kiln posts stick. No? At least I don't think so. But I'll tell you what, this is hot. Oh, you know, this is interesting. So here's what happened in this refire. I no longer have a bowl. I now have a plate. I refired it because I had pinholes. So now I have a plate. Oh! I have a broken plate. So this is what happens when you refire. I only refired it once, but yeah. So it cracked, it flattened, and guess what? I still have pinholes. So, oh well. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, it didn't even stick to the shelf. It's just a clean break. A very clean break. I've never had that happen before, but I know that can happen when you refire. This is going in the trash. This will be going in the trash. By the way, the color on this, I believe it's gunmetal green. Yeah, it's gunmetal green. It's a beautiful glaze, but yeah, that's what happens. So that's a quick one. I think we all know what my kiln favorite is. It's definitely that wavy bowl, which I'm going to show you one more time. Maybe I can get a good thumbnail. I don't know. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah, that one's good. I have 2 more wavy bowls getting ready to be fired. So they will not be in my next kiln load though. So I got some fun things though. I'm getting creative. I've done some things with my Amico smugs. Smug stands for semi-moist underglaze. That's why I was like, these aren't semi-moist. These are hard as a rock. There's nothing moist about these. But once I put some water in that and let it sit for a little bit, they worked really nicely. So I did do that on a mug with some vinyl kind of resist that I use that are like flowers. I have some tape resist. Yeah, I got some fun things. So I'm trying new techniques. By the way, I did film today a tutorial on how to do some closed forms. I did 3 of them. I recorded them all, and there were challenges every single one. So, you know, I'll be able to show you how do you address those challenges, because I imagine you'll have the same challenges. However, if you are somebody who really knows what they're doing, knows more than I do, and you see me screwing up and you know what I'm doing wrong and what I could do better rather than, I mean, I fix it, I think, because I'm going to show you how I trim them. I haven't got there yet. Yeah, if you see me doing anything, just to get some free coaching, yeah, please let me know. Like, oh, here's what you need to do differently. I would love that. I would totally appreciate that. So that's it. You know, week's worth of work done in less than 20 minutes. Anyways, Frankie's here. Frankie, you want to come and say hello? come and say hello. I'm going to give you a little Frankie shot because, you know, she is my studio assistant, and, you know, I think she needs to get a little credit. Huh, Frankie, you need to get a little credit. You want to say hi to everyone? Show them how pretty you are? Yeah, I'm a pretty girl, and I love being in the studio. She loves being in the studio. So, I know. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Okay. Don't report me to animal abuse. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, your comments, your hypes, your likes, all of the things. Keep learning, keep playing, keep going. And I don't know if I'm going to show you a slideshow. Well, you will know. You will know. Either I have already showed you the pieces. I love what Kay does from Mud Souls Pottery. She shows the piece after she talks about it. And I was thinking that I kind of like that. I might try it. Either I did that or you're going to see a slideshow. I don't know, but I'll see you soon. Thank you again, everyone. Bye.